Gridkeeper, grid worker, grand balancer. My friend Molly just did a podcast, and I'll leave the link below in the show notes or description on being an earth worker. I have seen more than a few clients this year stepping into their roles, assisting Gaia with clearing the earth, clearing all of the harm that we've done. A new archetype, a new role assigned by Gaia that I have seen in several clients this year is a grand balancer. So, what is this type of grid keeper? Welcome to your multidimensional journey. I am Tracy Canberra. Today, I will dive into this role and what it entails. And we'll go through how to find out if you too are a grid keeper or even a grand balancer. And we'll also go through the different traits of grid keepers and grand balancers so you can better discern if Gaia is calling you up to heal the planet and heal humanity. And I want to take a break here to explain Gaia is in every dimension, every reality, every timeline. She is playing this game with us, for us. So I am not disputing that we're trashing the earth. We can see it by looking at the garbage in the oceans and mining and fracking and so many other things. So yes, humans are not being very wonderfully conscious of our beautiful planet. So while, yes, we are doing harm, Gaia is allowing it. She could transcend anything, but it would end our game. If Gaia decided to clear the energies or the pollution or the anything in a heartbeat, we may not survive that. And that is not what she signed up for. She signed up to play the game with us, as did so many animals and plants and elementals. Now, elementals, fairies, dryads, and the elements, the mountains, the trees, the water, the air, the ether, all of the elements. Everybody's playing the game for us. So when we start being called up to be a grid keeper or a grand balancer, it is part of our soul mission. Our soul wanted to participate in this cleanup process or this regenerating energy process, re-energizing different parts of the planet, up-leveling and ascending different areas. So it's simply an experience. So back to grid keepers and grand balancers. A grid keeper or grid worker, I have always seen there's two types: the active grid keeper or the armchair grid keeper. An active grid keeper is one whose soul or higher selves or guides, or especially Gaia herself, is calling up to travel to different places to heal that area. Sometimes it's by burying crystals. There are different rituals to do for cleansing and clearing. Is it shamanic? Is it angelic? Usually, when you are feeling called and you hear that call, you will also hear the process that will best serve that land. So you can be an active grid keeper with the rituals and or crystals, and you know where you're being sent, and usually you know why. And if you don't, a little research can show you why. It's usually the site of a great battle or a deep vortex of energy or a hot spot for future humans. That's the active grid keeper. Next is the armchair grid keeper, which I laughingly call it, because those of us that do grid work around the planet, but we don't leave our house to do it. I do a lot of armchair grid keeping, meaning that I am sending my intentions. At times, I am bilocating there, which means my body stays home, but my consciousness travels there. While you stay at home, you are still devoting time and energy and presence to healing the land for the energy to be able to come through for future humans to live in a more energetically expansive area. Many of you are feeling being called up feeling this huge urge this year to go somewhere, travel somewhere specific because there's something you have to do there and you're maybe not sure yet what it is. That is the first sign of knowing that you're a grid keeper and you're being called up. Or you're doing guided journeys, doing meditations with Gaia's core crystal, and you are embodying all of those light codes, pulling all of that energy up from Gaia's crystalline core and sending it throughout humanity. And you're feeling called to send it to specific places or specific people. Now, that is most all grid keepers, grid workers, but a grand balancer is an archetype, a role that Gaia has given that I just started seeing this year when clients were stepping up. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is more than grid keeper. You're doing more than rituals, traveling, burying crystals. What's going on here? Well, a grand balancer is balancing out the karma and trauma of different places and people on earth. He or she is using all of the elements to do so. Now, remember, it could be past, present, or future. Time and space doesn't exist as we believe it. So I have clients that will go to heal the ancestral karma and trauma from the Native Americans in a specific area or other epic battles around the world. And in my experience, what I've seen communicating with souls is because this human has what you call a past life. It's just another concurrent life. It's a parallel reality. But this grand balancer has another life in that Native American tribe. Usually you get called there because you have that history, you have that other life there. So just like other karmic patterns, you're being called there by Gaia or your soul in order to heal what you weren't able to in that life. So one of the big things that I've been seeing ever since fall of last year is releasing the bloodshed that was stuck within Earth. Stuck might be a strong term, but it was definitely implanted. It was definitely left there after battle. There's a lot of duality that needs to be released for ascension to happen. And the conquered and the conqueror is a big part of the dualistic karmic energy that is within the ground in so many places throughout the world. And not only is that energy stuck in the ground, but the bloodshed is. And sorry if this is gross, but I see these grand balancers that I've met are releasing the bloodshed from the earth. One client of mine that is a grand balancer in Hawaii, and energetically, they are lifting the bloodshed out of the earth. It's like doing ancestral healing. You are releasing all of that bloodshed energy. But for me, who sees everything in movies or pictures, souls and Gaia show me literal bloodshed, like drops of blood raining backwards, coming out of the earth and going up into the cosmos. So much bloodshed has occurred on this planet, and it is time for us to heal all of that in the process of returning to love and returning to 5D. So, a grand balancer is a grid keeper that balances the energy, not just healing, but balances the energy from past, present, and future from many different conquered and conqueror energies, many different battles. So, very powerful places, and they don't have to travel there to do it. It's something you're called to do. And you start hearing the calls of Gaia to go very deeply into the energy and release that trauma. I have only met about 3 or 4 grand balancers out of hundreds and hundreds of clients. So to me, it's not very common yet. I don't know if many people will end up taking that role, Gridkeeper plus, Gridkeeper to the max. I don't know. It's very new to me, but it is spectacular what I see they are capable of doing and how they're interacting with Gaia to affect so much healing and transformation in different places on Earth, within the land and within the community, the people there. So Gaia has been with me during this whole discussion, and I can feel the elementals gathered behind me while Gaia is within me, and the different elements of land and forests and mountains and waters and air have been swirling all around this whole time. So I'm going to tune in and see who wants to contribute to this conversation. Welcome, dear ones. This is Gaia, and it is time to contribute to the healing of this world experience. For next year is a very powerful time, not only within me and within the kingdoms of plants and minerals and animals and elementals and elements, but within humanity for vast quantum leaps in ascension. Yes, you are changing on a fundamental level. And to do that, it is necessary to release so many of the energies and actions that have kept you captive in lower, denser frequencies. So I ask of you to step into your role of healing the planet, healing people, healing energies, healing land, healing animals, healing in general. Ask yourself if you are a grand balancer, if you are a grid keeper, if you are a light worker, if you are a way shower. And I guarantee you that you are. You, dear one, are contributing to the ascension experience on my beautiful landscape. So ask yourself, how can you contribute? You can always connect deeply with me. You can travel to the core crystal deep within the center of my earth being and download all of the information and wisdom contained within the crystalline core. Bring those light codes back up through the planet and into humanity, into the surface of Earth where all of these patterns still exist. Yes, dear one, it's time to take an active role in healing all that holds you back from your ascension journey. For I am joining you in 5D and beyond. Okay. So, have you been hearing the calling? Have you felt a deep need or desire to rebalance the energies in an area? Have you been seeing in meditation or dreaming of epic battles, no matter where you are in the world, and you're feeling called to heal the energy of that? You may be a grand balancer. And remember, you do not have to travel to be a grid keeper or a grand balancer. You simply need the intention and the awareness and the desire to clear places on Earth, to clear bodies of water or mountains or forests, to help the elementals clear the karmic patterns, the damage done from this generation or generations past. So if you are feeling that calling, go deep within yourself, talk to your soul, talk to Gaia, and ask questions. I'm feeling called to do this. What is this about? Do I need to go somewhere? Can I affect healing and transformation without going there? Or do you desire me to go there? And what rituals or processes or crystals do I use? Ask questions and follow your heart and follow your soul mission, because so many of you are being called up right now. It is time for us to heal so much that has happened on this planet which will allow the energy to expand, which makes ascension easier and, dare I say, faster. And if you're wondering if you're a grid keeper or grand balancer and you're having difficulty discerning, you can book a session. I'd be happy to talk to your soul about it and we'll find out. Or if you suspect that you are, then start taking inspired action. Start talking to Gaia. Ask her what she wishes for you to do because this is our planet and she is joining us in every timeline, in every stop on our ascension journey. So let's work with Gaia and the solar light codes and the core crystal light codes and help the world heal as we ascend.